What is up, friends? Welcome back for another movie. Today I'm very excited to be checking out The Empty Man, not because I know anything about it, but because I'm checking it out based off a Chris Stuckmann video. If you're familiar with him, you probably are, but he was talking very highly about this movie, and so it really piqued my interest and made me want to check it out. But I feel like it's pretty under the radar from what I've learned, specifically from that video when he was talking about it, and so I always love finding little hidden gems or more underseen movies. Hard to explain, but there's just kind of an added excitement to it for me, and so I'm really hoping that this one delivers. If it is great, shout out to Chris for recommending it, but I hope you all enjoy watching along with me for this one. If you'd like to watch along with me for the entire length of the movie, obviously you'd need your own copy, but you can find that on Patreon. The link for that is in the description below, and if you enjoy this video, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into The Empty Man. All I know comes from Chris Stuckmann's video on it, and I only watched a little bit of it because after I heard how highly he was recommending it, I just wanted to check it out for myself. I like the soundtrack so far, kind of creepy. Already a fan of the sound design as well, feels very punchy. Great cinematography so far, I love that. I don't know what those characters mean, but maybe it means impending doom. Interesting. I like the premise of getting some days throughout the movie. Are they maybe gonna get stuck out here or something?
Think we should head down?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get caught. What'd you hear?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I heard it too. After recently watching Bone Tomahawk, though, sounds like that terrify me.
Paul?
Paul!
Oh, shoot, bro. He hopefully did not fall too far down.
Paul!
Don't worry, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna get him, okay?
Paul!
I'm gonna get him, right?
Oh gosh, that'd be so terrifying, especially because he's not responding at all. So either it's super deep or he's passed out. Oh my gosh, what the heck happened to Paul? He's sitting there all creepy. Yo, what cool imagery, man. That'd be frightening. Is that what was making the noise? Yo, I love this, and that thing is huge, seeing it next to that guy. Definitely no human, no regular one at least.
Stand up. You touch me, you'll die. What? You touch me, you'll die.
It's such a great opening. You better not freaking touch him. Is he stuck against his will?
Come on.
Oh gosh, he did something, didn't he? I can't believe he didn't listen though when he touched him. Maybe Paul dies instead. Oh gosh, that can't be good. Anytime you bring back a little item like that from a creepy shrine or something's never good.
We need to get him to a hospital. There's got to be somebody we can carry him.
hiked in here, Ruthie. We are 5 miles from the nearest road.
Oh gosh, they're freaking trapped, man. This is quite the predicament. If anyone has seen The Ritual, which is another movie I really like, this is definitely giving me similar vibes. Dude, the sound design right there was so cool. What the heck just happened? Oh, bro, we're getting into some crazy stuff. It wasn't them walking. Did she just let something in by opening that door? I freaking love that. So far, nothing crazy has happened. It's just been giving us hints of something off. Great suspense building.
No! Can you help us?
Oh gosh, man. That's a creepy shot. I love it. I don't think that's a friend. I'm betting that's a foe. Yo, back up real quick, dude. I love that imagery. That cloak is creepy. Such a great scene, man. I got chills. Yo, that thing moved fast there at the end. At least she got it closed. Is that what was making the footsteps last night?
Ruthie, open the goddamn door!
No way, man. What? It's messing with her mind. Maybe it was because she played the flute thing before? I don't know. Oh my gosh, dude, that was such a creepy reveal. What a shot. I was loving the initial stuff of just seeing her and hearing the chanting. That had me freaked out enough.
Paul!
His jacket's gone.
Oh no, man. Did he go back to that little shrine thing or whatever setup that was? I wonder if he just did that to Ruthie or to all three of them. Man, maybe Paul's just a lost cause. Cut your losses and go on home.
He has us lost in a mountain because he's having a bad day? Would you say something?
Something's going on with Ruthie, dude. Is he controlling her? Oh my gosh, bro. What? They just die like that? Are you kidding? The soundtrack is crazy. What a freaking scene, dude. That came out of nowhere. Bro, the sound design and everything about this is perfect. What happens now? I thought they were the main characters. Brilliant, man. That was all just a long intro. That's excellent. What a way to start your movie. I'm fully on board. Hey, nice rotoscoping on the text there, if that is what they did. I'd completely forgotten that that first part was 95, so we've skipped quite a few years.
Just this, please.
Yeah, you don't want that one.
Yo, let's freaking go. 24 Legend Chase right here. Don't see him too often.
Don't go anywhere. This?
Oh.
Might want to check it, see if it's expired.
Oh, of course.
Man's living the high life. Got those free meal coupons. Doesn't get better than that.
Hello, Amanda. Your mom know you're here? How's she doing?
Came here to find out how you're doing. It's been almost a year. I was concerned about you.
Thank you.
What's been almost a year? I'm interested. Obviously, nothing relating to what we saw in the beginning.
I came to tell you that I found something, and it's helped me to realize that nothing can hurt you because nothing is real.
That's quite a left turn, dude. What the heck? Very interesting philosophy to have.
What if our thoughts actually begin somewhere else and they travel through us like a signal traveling down a wire? Thoughts that are old and hidden and singular.
I'm liking this right here. That definitely sounds like it relates to the title, The Empty Man. If that is the case, you're just basically a vessel for other stuff.
Can I tell her that I saw you?
Yeah, of course. Bye. Thanks for checking on me.
Interesting. So maybe there's some sort of past history with him and her mom, and that's why she was asking if she could mention him.
Where were you?
Oh man, great editing right there. Again, the sound is doing so much. So that must have been what happened. He lost his kid. That's terrible. The wife isn't here either, so... Wait, we're getting another day sequence right here. Interesting. What's going to happen this time? I was going to say, though, his wife's not there, so maybe she died as well, or maybe she just left.
Amanda.
No, no, dude, my first thought is maybe Amanda killed herself or maybe she's just disappeared. I hope it's the latter.
Hey. You already called the police?
A few minutes, they said.
Oh, thank goodness. It is just missing. That's a whole lot better. There's still hope of finding her then. But if we got a day one, is she going to some shrine like Paul did before? Whoa, creepy, dude. What the heck? So the empty man is an actual character in this. Interesting. That thing on the poster looked like the skeleton from before.
We'll see what we can find. If you hear anything, let me know. Do you have any pets?
No, why?
No reason. Have a good day, Mrs. Quayle.
You can't just throw out a no reason and leave it at that. Definitely a reason for that question.
Why did they ask about pets?
I'm assuming they figured the blood on the mirror is not human.
Oh, that would be a good reason. I could see that. But at least he's got a clue here, maybe somewhere to go.
Why don't you make me a list of Amanda's friends?
Thank you.
I like that guy. He seems pretty reserved, which is understandable if he's had some major tragedies, but still kind of help out.
She was crying in class the other day.
She was screaming.
Oh gosh, dude, that shot was excellent. It was the same hooded figure. That was so brief, too.
Police came to gym class today.
Tell him about the empty man.
If you went to a bridge after dark, he found an empty bottle. If you blew into it and you thought about him, something would happen.
I love it, setting up some of their own lore for this character. I'm gonna be very wary of empty bottles now.
2 nights ago, a few of us were down on the old Chain of Rocks bridge.
So do you still want to go?
I don't know. Sometimes I still feel like I could just disappear and no one would even notice.
Oh, well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people noticed. What exactly are they going to do? Is their intention to do the empty man thing, or did that just happen along the way?
Hey, wait. We gotta try it.
Please don't be dumb.
Oh gosh, so it just happened to be there, and she started it all. Makes sense if she's the first to disappear then.
On the first night, you hear him. And then on the second night, you see him.
And on the third night?
Well, on the third night, he finds you.
Oh, come on, Mandy. How old are you?
Oh gosh, man, seems exactly like what went down already in the first scenes.
Oh, you guys.
Wait a second, she never did it, did she, Amanda? Or maybe she did it at the beginning and I forgot. Oh gosh, never mind. She's doing it now and she's extra into it. This is great. Love that we got the same hand positions as that skeleton, though. She's a little bit too into this. This is excellent, man. The suspense is killing me. I kind of hear the same whistling that we heard originally. That'd be so terrifying. I'd be running.
It's probably just some dorks messing with us, right?
Oh, that was such a great flashback scene. I love that. I guess it only took him a second more to start running, so.
Mrs. Schwartz? Anybody home?
The god is coming.
What's he talking about?
He said the god is coming.
I feel like that line is significant. Is that who the empty man is viewed as, some sort of god? Dude, the sound design of this is so cool. I don't know if anyone else is listening to this on surround, but the rear speakers were very active during that chanting or whispering, whatever. Oh no, poor dog, man. I guess that answers that question. It is animal blood that they were using. That's so messed up.
Hello?
Hey, Nora, it's me. Listen, how well do you know Amanda's friends?
That's gotta be significant, right? Because it was a similar spinning shot that we got before. Does the meaning have to do with some sort of circular rotation? We're just going through the same stuff? Don't tell me that he does it. That'd be so terrible. Nothing can save you, it seems like, once you start it. Dude, I freaking love how the sound cuts out when that happens. He definitely set off the events. Dude, this camera work is great. Love the shakiness. Makes it so much more tense. Bro, no way. And I feel like there was another body behind him as well. That's so terrible. Gosh dang it, dude. They all killed themselves. At least he solved that mystery, though.
Where were you? On the first night. You hear it?
Oh, dude, this imagery. I love the editing. Oh, dude, 3:03. That's like the so-called witching hour or something, right? Bad time to wake up. Oh my gosh, that'd be terrifying. Time to go out the window and just start running. That's so terrifying, dude. I love the music as well. The worst part is it's just all in your head and James doesn't realize that. Gosh dang it, man. It's just gonna get worse and worse. Brave to not call the cops as well, but since he was a cop himself, he probably doesn't feel the need to. Well, that's certainly creepy enough.
Welcome.
Everything in here is so unsettling, but there's definitely significance about things spinning in a circle. Very interesting alliance right there.
What is this?
Welcome, everyone.
Of course, she's not gonna answer him directly. Those were some kind of strange questions or statements. Is the empty man supposed to bring about the fall of civilization? Bro, nice. That's the same house from the beginning, is it not? Was it more significant than just them happening upon it?
There is no such thing as loss. From our earliest days, meeting in garages, living rooms.
No way, dude. I had no idea he was in this. What a freaking boss.
This message comes to you directly from the empty man. He beckons you to discover the true face.
Fascinating. So he really is leading this whole movement and we don't know who he is. I love all the little bits and pieces of familiar imagery and stuff in this, though.
I thought you were about to say namaste.
I can if you like.
No, please. I grew up in San Francisco.
The empty man is a meditation, focal point for the targeted manifestation.
This is so fascinating. I love this concept and everything.
Repetition robs us of comprehension. You know the child's game. If you say your name enough times, it becomes gibberish.
I find some of this so fascinating because it feels like there's so much they're saying without necessarily saying too much. Like the repetition line, for example. We're seeing a lot of repetition throughout the film.
What is an abyss? And if you stare into it, why? If it stares into you, something in you must also be calling to it.
This is a great scene. I feel like this is a movie I definitely want to look into further after watching it.
I'm so glad you came back. Hope you stay longer this time.
Never been here before.
What the heck, dude? Fascinating. What a line to drop. Another thing I really loved about that scene is the way they were using background characters to make it feel kind of more unsettling.
She hang out here? No? Fire.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
I hope that's not the only scene that Stephen Root is in because I was so excited to see him. He seems like he plays a major role in it all, though.
Even if it can't be communicated, it cannot be understood. Nothing exists. Even if something exists, nothing can be known about it.
What the heck, man? It looked like there was something moving in the picture, but that's the same thing from The Room.
Even if it can be communicated, it cannot be understood.
I love the execution of this, man. It's so mysterious and so alluring. And I love that in that shot, she was talking about nothingness and whatnot, and all the people's faces are blanked out as well. Oh man, I'm worried there's gonna be something crazy he sees down here, specifically the empty man himself. Oh man, here we go. This is a bit of a cycle right here.
Is there someone here now?
Dude, this is brilliant. I can't emphasize enough how much I'm loving this style right now. The atmosphere is unreal.
We hear you. Show yourself.
Dude, this is terrifying. I'm so worried for James.
Would you come with us, sir?
This is wild. He's mixed up in it all now. What are they gonna do to him?
We'll never get anywhere like that, man. Not with these cats.
Oh, that's the dude from the little buffet table that he was talking to before. The atmosphere this movie creates is elite, though.
She's been here.
Where is she?
Pontifex camp where they go to get PR'd.
What is that?
Re-released. The first threshold to achieving singularity.
There's so much to this film and the story. That's crazy. She's still alive, though.
They don't have 5-year plans. They have 500-year plans. No idea how dangerous these people are, man.
Where's the camp?
Off Route 32. Near the Merrimack River Bridge.
Oh man, I'm starting to get kind of worried that that dude's just not being helpful by giving him information, that it's all part of a scheme to get him caught. Bro, no way! That's one of the coolest transitions I've ever seen. That was incredible. That's like Roger Deakins in 2049 level stuff, specifically referring to the fire transition. Bro, they got so much stuff on her. Oh my, they are thorough. Been watching her for years, it looks like. Unless she just gave him those pictures and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of freaky that they have a folder on him already. Is there nothing in there because he didn't really fill out the stuff they gave him? But also, empty folder, empty man? Maybe there's a connection. Gosh, bro, what the heck? Doesn't look like anyone's been here in ages, yet somehow they have updated files.
The Pontifex Society. We transmit you.
Gosh dang, this is creepy. Definitely got Dharma Initiative type vibes. Dude, what the heck is that? That's so creepy. I love that there's like no music either. No super intense music, I should say. Oh my gosh, that's so messed up, dude. They are doing some dark stuff with these people. He's in the same room. Oh my gosh. This man has nerves of steel being here right now watching this. No way, bro. That bear slightly moved, did it not? I can't be crazy. Maybe I'm going crazy from watching all this, though. Oh my gosh, the bear is gone. Are you freaking kidding me? What is happening? I love the way this is filmed though. These filmmakers know how to create atmosphere. Bro, how long was he watching that tape? Why is it nighttime? Did he get lost in a trance or something? My, what an image! That's incredible! This movie is amazing, dude. What the heck? This is peak slow burn horror, or just psychological horror, whatever you want to call it. This is incredible. I'm sweating, bro. This is kind of freaky. This is the significance of the circle again. This is trippy, messing with my mind as it is his. Bro, I am on edge. What? Not even lying, this is one of the best horror scenes I've ever seen, or thriller scenes, whatever. Done to perfection. Oh my gosh, he is screwed. He is a dead man.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I love that. Get the heck out of there. The way he was stepping, though, kind of reminds me of the way the empty man was stepping in the beginning. That repetition once again. Dude, this is a masterclass. Are you kidding me? This is such a good scene. The lighting is insane right now. This is so much better than I could have ever hoped for. My hands are so dang sweaty after that scene. That was so intense.
Are you alone?
Yes.
Do you remember the Pontifex Institute? I told you about them.
Yes.
I think they killed those kids.
Oh gosh, who's it gonna be? I have a feeling they're calling because he's here.
Give it to me.
That's terrifying. Even 2 seconds of that is enough to make me just want to move out of the country. The van's gone.
Follow me.
And because of that first scene with Paul, does the chanting in your ear make you do things? Or is that just part of the whole creepy atmosphere?
Does she know?
About us? No, I don't think so.
You never told her?
You think maybe we've punished ourselves long enough?
Interesting. They haven't spelled it out, which I like, but the first thought I have is maybe he is Amanda's dad by chance and she had an affair with him and that's the result. I'm not sure. Could have just been a general affair though.
Where were you?
Oh, well, first off, major chills. Props to them once again. But I feel like that tells me he was out cheating on her, his wife. That's their connection, and that's when they died. That would be awful. Bro, the 303 again. Does that mean the empty man's in his house? Bro, that freaked me out so much. What the heck? He was just chilling there and I didn't even notice him initially. No way, bro. What the heck? Who's showing up at 3 a.m.? I love that a majority of the film hasn't been like jump scares or anything. Gosh dang it, bro. They are ruining this man's mental state. How the heck that bear just gonna show up here again? At opposite ends of the cinematic bear spectrum, you have Paddington at the best and that bear at the worst. Smart move trying to follow this guy. I think there's definitely more to him than meets the eye. Bro, what the heck? Who is this that they're with? Obviously somebody important.
How you doing, Neil Cassidy?
Nice, doesn't waste any time. I knew as soon as I saw that open door, he was putting him in there. Just that easy. Okay, benefit of phones. He wasn't making that much noise either.
Who was he?
Hard to explain.
Why don't you give it a go, man? I'm your only friend right now.
An antenna. He transmits, we receive.
Dang, so is he like the top of the food chain in this organization? Such an elaborate scheme.
You're coming down with him already, aren't you? You've got the itch in the brain.
Sick. I grew up in San Francisco.
What is the significance of that line? That's the third time he said it in that exact way. That time it felt like it had nothing to do with the conversation. Oh gosh, man. Young Joker right here. He's insane. Deserves some punches though. Oh, okay, it wasn't quite the same. This one is one after the one he watched. What? How did they get all this information on him now?
How do you have this?
What the heck, dude? Have they been following him the entire movie?
You with me.
Same chair from his dream. Who's in the chair though? Is it him?
Where were you?
Man, that's so elaborate. So many connecting lines with everything.
Transmits, we receive.
What the heck is going on? This imagery is so cool. I love what they're doing. He is losing it.
I'm a private detective. Maybe you could just tell me about that guy.
I can't divulge patient information.
You could just tell me how long he's been here. Cross him off my list.
Since before I started here,
How long ago was that?
almost a year.
Almost a year, and if he was here before that, his family died a year ago, right? Could fit the time frame.
Is it common for someone who's stable to be in the ICU for that long?
It's not common.
What makes him so special?
He was admitted to Bellevue 23 years ago.
Oh, dude, is it gonna be Paul? It's gotta be him, right? Because it was 23 years ago.
I suppose it won't hurt to tell you. As far as I know, he doesn't have a name.
What the heck, man? The shot of the hands and then her divulging information. Is he manifesting this information right now?
He gets a lot of visitors. There's one in there with him right now. Is he the man you've been looking for?
Now she's giving off weird vibes. What the heck? And there was nobody in that room that I could see.
May I?
Go right ahead.
Bro, there she is. Finally, I recognize her haircut. I'm very excited to hear this conversation.
Who is he?
You know who he is.
No, I don't. What's his name?
You can call him whatever you'd like. I like to think of him as a carrier.
This is so wild. The way she's saying, you know who he is, almost feels like she's talking to the audience.
I need to call your mom.
Hello?
I found Amanda.
I'm sorry, who is this?
James.
Who are you calling for?
Laura?
Yes?
It's me.
Bro, what is happening, dude? This has gone to a new level of trippy. What is real? Well, I guess nothing is real according to them.
There were 500 years between the last carrier and this one. We didn't have that kind of time. We decided to make one. It's getting hard to tell what's real.
This is so well done. I don't even have anything to add right now. Just taking it all in.
I bet you thought I didn't know about your little indiscretion with my mother. Well, I not only knew about it, I made it happen. I wrote it into your script when we created you.
Created you? What is going on? This is insane. So is he not even a real person? I don't know what's happening.
Nothing you do is in your control. You're not your own man. You're our man. Isn't that a relief, really? Isn't that what you want most anyway? So just let go.
Gosh, where do we go from here, man? This is wild. How the heck do you come up with this plot?
From the power comes the bridge. From the dreams comes the power. Is there someone here?
Oh my gosh, he was there at the same time? No way. This is insane.
Show yourself. We're listening.
This is craziness. What a film. And we're not even done. Man, the chair we've been seeing all along. And I love that the humming soundtrack comes back. Dude, this imagery is next level. Love the way they play with your mind. This is amazing. I cannot compliment it enough. I love all the little things they're doing with the camera effects and stuff. Dude, that design is so creepy. Is he just gonna die here? I don't even know if he's living, though. Bro, what is this? Just absolutely genius. That was some insane imagery, though. Kind of Lovecraftian almost. Dude, what the heck? The blood splatter's the same that's on that image on the posters and the same one that's on the wall in that camp, right? This feels so surreal, dude. They're all just looking at him. What? This can't be real then. Is everything just like some simulation in his mind? Oh my gosh, bro. What an experience. Whoever David Pryor is, I'm going to be watching him very closely. That was unbelievable. That is a very rare kind of cinematic experience for me. That last 10 minutes or however long it was some of the most surrealistic filmmaking that I've seen, if that's even a word. I know they're completely different films, but the way the last 10 or whatever minutes of this film were done, just being so surreal and almost like a complete shift from the rest of the movie, reminded me a little bit of Apocalypse Now and the way the story structure of that is. I know it's such a wild comparison though, so maybe it won't make sense to anybody else, but man, right now, even though I don't 100% understand everything, I don't even know how you could just perfectly understand everything, but hands down, one of the best film watching experiences, specifically with psychological horror, but almost in general. The way so many things connected with this film, and not just actual scenes connecting that we see early on but play a bigger role later, like that circle in the Institute, but just the way shots are done, like the spinning of certain objects or certain sound effects that are recurring, or the discussion about repetition. Feels like every little detail of this film was given so much care and thought. It makes me really want to watch it again, even multiple times perhaps, to just get more and more of the pieces of the puzzle. But I also love that the film doesn't give you all the answers, because I feel like it's a very bold choice, and sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it feels like, oh well, they just withheld answers just to give it a cool spin on the ending or something like that, just to try and make you think. But I feel like the way the whole film was done and the way pieces were put together, like I was just talking about, I feel like an ending without all the answers was definitely earned. In my opinion, though, I can see how not everybody wouldn't necessarily love it, but so many aspects of it just nailed it for me. And even just specific scenes were just some of the best I've seen of the genre. Like I mentioned in the moment, with that scene around the fire, everybody dancing near the cabin, really is one of the best psychological horror scenes that I've seen. It was so well done, but it's not isolated to that. There's really so many incredible moments in this. But this is definitely a film that I want to look up every video on, every discussion on. Let me know if you didn't like the film, what you liked, your thoughts on the interpretation of it. Can't wait to hear what you all have to say. Well, first off, thanks to Chris Stuckmann for making a video about this movie. Had he not done that, I don't know if this would have ever been on my radar, because up until then I'd never even heard of this movie, and it doesn't seem like one that I'd really hear about too often or see too many people talking about it. But this film hit every note for me, and it's the kind of film that I'm always searching out to find just these hidden gems. Who knows how long this will be a hidden gem though, because hopefully it will get the deserved attention that it needs and warrants based off how well done the script and the filmmaking was. And I never really talked about it too much except for one or two mentions, but I thought the acting was fantastic from everybody as well, specifically James Dale, which it's cool that he plays a character with his same name in the movie. But I thought, even though he wasn't too emotional or upbeat or anything like that, he was a rather somber character for obvious reasons. I thought he brought just the right amount of emotion to every scene, just with his eyes or his expressions. I thought he played the character great, and it was easy to kind of attach yourself to him as an audience member. But everybody else did a great job. Stephen Root, even though he was in the film very briefly, he's always entertaining to watch, and he played a very key role in this because he gave some very crucial information to the plot and how everything kind of connects. And speaking of the plot, one of the most elaborate that I've seen in a while, just in the way that everything interworks with each other and how the ending changes your whole perspective. I don't know if anything that we watched in the film from his character's perspective was real, because obviously if they created him, who knows if everything that we were seeing from his perspective was just figments of his imagination that they put in there to help him to arrive at a certain point mentally. It's just something to think about for sure. I don't know if I have too much good analyzation that I could give right now, but not only with the repetition stuff, I think being significant for the creation of his character, if I can call it that, but I think the repetition of certain aspects in the film, whether it's lines of dialogue or shots, was very great at creating this atmosphere and this growing suspense as you went along. I feel like even though if I wasn't picking up on those things in the moment, the way it was shown and filmed would have still kind of worked on my brain a little bit to make me feel uneasy. And it is a real shame looking at the box office numbers. I don't know what all the story behind that was, but I feel like I remember hearing in Chris Stuckmann's video that it was just poorly marketed, stuff like that. And so hopefully after the fact, with word of mouth and everything like that, and being on HBO Max now, it'll kind of generate more revenue and maybe end up being a success over time. Certainly deserves it, in my opinion. It certainly gave me one of the better film watching experiences I've had in a while, and I have been giving it unrelenting praise, to be fair. And so if I were to pinpoint anything that maybe I didn't love about the film or that I would change, I feel like one specific scene with the sauna room when the creature appears to her there, I feel like that scene in the grand scope of the whole movie felt very different in style from the rest of it, because the rest of it was very looming and dread-inducing, suspense building, where that felt like it was taken more out of kind of your typical jump scare type teen film that they throw in theaters, which the scene was still well done, don't get me wrong there, but I feel like in the grand scheme of all the style just felt a little bit out of place. But other than that, don't really have any complaints about any of the scenes or anything. From the get-go, from the very early scenes, this film gripped me and it held my attention right up until the last moment. And by no means do I consider myself qualified to give analysis on the story at this point. I will throw out a few ideas about what I think it all means and the direction of the story from the last scene onwards. Just based off everything that we learned, we know that the organization of the film has been doing this for a long time. A couple lines were significant, how he was talking about how they have a 500-year plan, and how Amanda was mentioning to James there at the end that it'd been a 500-year period before the most recent Empty Man. And so maybe the entire film isn't necessarily telling us a contained story, one that was going to end up being solved by James no matter what. Maybe it's just showing us a piece of the big picture of this organization getting another Empty Man that will rule or something, I guess, for another 500 years or something like that. It was kind of like an origin story for that character per se of James. And with James becoming the Empty Man there at the end, I'm not exactly sure what that means for him, for society, for the characters. I assume people like Amanda and the other characters we've been seeing were real people, just from a unreliable perspective that James had for most of the film. But we did see a couple passing lines and stuff like that, specifically on the intro sheet that he was supposed to fill out when he goes to the Institute. It mentioned that civilization doesn't really begin until it falls, something along those lines. I'm just drawing from memory from a quick shot. But if we extrapolate that small line into the grand story, maybe them successfully creating James as the next Empty Man means the fall of the modern society there, though. I'm not sure. Obviously, with that big creepy skeleton that we saw before, maybe he was a relic from the last civilization that was destroyed because of an Empty Man. All of this is guesswork right now, though, just based off first watching the film, and I haven't looked up anything as well because I just wanted to give my genuine thoughts, however wrong they may be. So I feel like for the sake of preventing myself from maybe looking too dumb with my guesses, I think I'll leave it at that for my interpretations of the story right now. But I'm extremely excited to start looking up more stuff about the film, and really hope that you enjoyed watching along with me for this one, especially if you joined me for the full-length reaction, because I had so many things to say about this movie while I was watching, and I obviously don't have the reach of somebody like Stuckmann with the channel, but hopefully I was able to bring attention to this movie to at least one other pair of eyes that wouldn't have seen it otherwise, because I had a great time with it, loved it so much, and so hopefully some other new people were able to love it as much as me. But if you did enjoy watching along, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, and of course you can check out the full-length reaction as I mentioned on the Patreon. The link for that is in the description below. But I look forward to seeing you all for some more movies next time, and until then, peace.